Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another race in the 70-star tournament group stages. I am back again with Electric, and this is a race between Blue Esports RockChalk19 and somebody you don't know. And I have a breaking news story, official GSA news. Simply right now is unable to come to the mic. He is having an experience, perhaps an out-of-body experience. He just went to Buffalo Wild Wings and did the Blazing Wing Challenge. I'm maybe questioning the logic behind doing that right before having some commentary later on GSA, but just know that he is unable to come to the mic right now, and he will join as soon as possible. So I will keep you posted.
Yes, and I mean, brave soul right there, attempting a challenge like that for the bits. I mean, definitely, F's in the chat for simply. That's a real man right there.
Yeah. So we are actually going to be doing no interviews because we do not like stopping here at GSA. We just want to get right back into the nitty gritty. All right. The gloves are still off right now. We have a cage match. There is nowhere to run. The bell is about to ring for round 1 here. I guess round 2. But yeah, F's in chat for simply speedrun hands as well. Also clock, because he had the blazing wings. I mean, let's be real. Those things are really hot. I will let you know as soon as he can come back to the mic, but just know that he's indisposed, but he is thinking of all of you in his heart. And bits will help for his treatment as well in the hospital if it comes to that. So don't hesitate to hold back. We appreciate the generosity. Oh, Simply is here. I am hopefully ready to hear good news. Simply, how are you doing?
I'm back. I just experienced life for the first time, and I can say that it's good to be back.
I'm glad to hear that you are in good health now. And are you willing and able to step up to the plate?
I think so. I was feeling fine earlier, and then it kind of started bubbling up, and I had to use the little man's room. But disposed of that now, so it might come back. I don't really know, but right now I feel good. I feel ready.
All right. I think that's good. Definitely good luck on your commentary. I think that perhaps from the Blazing Wing Challenge, you have lost a little bit too much of your power level for me right now to commentate with you. So I'm going to give you one match to kind of, de-rust and warm up a little bit, and then we'll do the next one together. So I'm going to leave you here with my pal Electric, who is, more than capable. And I'm sorry, Electric, that I'm sticking you with Simply right now. But I know that you're a real trooper, and, good luck, and I'll see you guys next match.
Bye.
Bye.
Catch you around, Pity. And along with goodbyes, you know what rhymes with bye? Vi.gg, official sponsor of this tournament. Okay. Remember, exclamation point bet in the chat. Yeah!
20 pounds free
That's
on your first bet if you are of legal age and in a legal country. Definitely check it out. Shout outs to them for sponsoring the tournament. The countdown has been initiated. It's time for some action. We've got SomeBroYouDontKnow and RockChalk of Blue Esports. Now, RockChalk, pretty decent all-around player, has been putting in the work on 16, but has a 50, 57, and 70 star. And
not a bad PB.
I am looking for SomeBro, but SomeBro, 52-34, 26 days ago. I feel like, if RockChalk's not in the right headspace, this could definitely be a game for him.
No doubt about that. Definitely one of these races that we're just going to have to get right down in the middle of it to figure out what's going to happen. Because, I mean, like you said, a lot of it's all about mentality.
This is true. And we're getting word in the chat that we are 10 followers away from hitting 10,000, quite a large milestone, and it kind of brings tears to my eyes. Global Speedrun Association associating since, I don't know, July, August. So, making progress. It feels good, man. Heartwarming moment. And yeah. So how you been, Electric? How's your day?
Been great. Went and got myself some Popeyes. Been commentating some SMO and some 70 star. Just been chilling overall. How about you, Simply? I know you went and did that wing ching. Were those bits worth it?
I got a couple of bits, but SomeBro right off the both players dropping back to skip in the beginning. I guess it doesn't really matter. RockChalk messed it up a little worse though, so SomeBro actually starting off with the advantage here. Yeah, I mean, not really at all worth the bit. SomeBro cup while kicking off the wall. I very rarely see that. That's just a camera problem. Not getting his camera properly aligned, but
An interesting start to this race, no doubt.
yeah, I mean, if that's how Lakitu skip went, let's pay close attention here to this bomb clip that they're about to do. Poor little bomb minding its own business, but it doesn't really matter. Mario's got missions on his mind. Sees the star. Nice.
Very nice. And as we've been discussing, Pitty and I last stream, I mean, there is a lot to process in this game as far as Mario's treatment of just the people in this kingdom, the animals. I mean, this ultimately is not quite the family-friendly game you might remember if you really look deep. I mean, the toad punching, the mitt slapping, just all of it.
Yeah.
Penguin abuse.
There's a lot going on. I mean, when you say it like that, you know, it sounds bad. I guess it really is the words you use to describe it. But I don't know. It seems like Toad actually isn't getting punched because he's like a ghost. It just goes right through him.
This is true. Wait a minute. I wonder if Toad's ghost is the true haunt of Big Boo's haunt.
But you know what's even more interesting is RockChalk with a 12.6 over SomeBro's 13.0, saving a whopping 0.4 on the slide, and you can see it creeping up on him. But we're entering Womps. What do you think about Womps, Electric?
Oh man, it's the stage that separates the boys from the men, and it presents an early opportunity for someone to gain the lead. I mean, such a compact stage with so much packed into it. You've got Cannonless, you've got Owless, you've got that 100 coin route, you've got the Wump on top of the fortress with that kind of complex movement up those slopes. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here, and you know, sometimes you're so focused on that band-aid on the Wump's back that you can't really unpack all of it. Now, SomeBroYouDontKnow going for that texture setup while RockChalk is getting a successful Owless, both getting it. Very nice start to Wumps. Let's see if they trade off or if one of them decides to go ahead and go into the 100 coin now.
Yeah, you definitely have a choice to make. Pretty much completely up to preference. I am a supporter of going for 100, but both players opting to take care. I feel like you won't do 100 in between. It's like the whole sandwich.
Absolutely
metaphor.
And they literally switch places here. SomeBroYouDontKnow getting Owless very nicely. RockChalk with a great texture setup, Cannonless. Pretty interesting how these players literally just flip-flopping on those stars. I think we're going to go ahead and see that 100 coin now.
Indeed. And slightly different routes here. SomeBro grabbing some more coins. Looks like he will be opting for a half cycle, and RockChalk going for the slightly quicker cycle. Save a couple seconds.
See if he's able to make it. That has been presented a problem for some other runners in the past, not able to quite get on top of the platform. Definitely missing that cycle.
Yep, and now this is SomeBro back in the lead. RockChalk was able to swipe it because of his quick Cannonless, but wow, look at this thing.
Commentators speaking too soon, causing the concrete to suddenly become non-permeable, or actually permeable. Commentator forgetting how exactly long words you work.
Commentator melted down here, and SomeBro equally melted, losing some time over RockChalk. Had a chance there, but kind of dropped it, you know, and that's not that uncommon. I mean, Womps 100 is quite a big mama. There's a whole lot going on. 100 coins, 8 red, a couple piranhas, and a spinning platform. Oh, he missed it.
Missing the red up there. He's going to have to go all the way back up to grab it.
I don't support that decision. I think SomeBro could have went to the back. I feel like, I don't know how he's going to. Okay, yeah, he's going this way to get to the red. I think I would have went the other way and then wall kicked in between. Would have had a risk of falling, which I understand that's scary. But, you know, sometimes you just got to grow a pair.
Honestly, simply with the extremely blunt but extremely true adverbiage.
But commentator, you know, just sitting in the commentary booth pretending like he's some legendary gamer that could just pull all these strats right out of his patootie. But the only thing really coming out of the patootie lately is the Wing Ching.
Absolute fire. I mean, that gotta be rough. Well, SomeBro not quite getting that wall kick first.
Okay. That's something, and SomeBro is having a heart attack. Some palpitations. The breathing is irregular. Seems to be coming in and out of consciousness here on this Wild Blue. Paramedics on standby.
Man, I mean, he literally dove into the Wild Blue on that first one. Just no regard for that star. He knew what he wanted, and that was blue sky. Birds in the trees, whatever else Louis Armstrong sings about. It's a wonderful life for Mario.
Louis.
Blue skies.
Okay. Co-commentator with the spot-on impression. I feel like I was listening to the song there. Whoa, SomeBro getting kind of teleported by the Womp. That was really interesting. Womp giving him some love before he gets destroyed. Pretty sportsmanlike. I'll give it to the Womp. But RockChalk now done with Womps. SomeBro still needing to do one more star. It's not the end of the world, but it's quite a nice lead that RockChalk has developed for himself here.
Absolutely. I mean, if I were SomeBro at this point, I would really just be focusing on getting myself calmed down, you know, taking those deep breaths, maybe doing a bit of yoga while holding the controller in the air, you know, just doing something to calm yourself down and just, you know, wipe the slate clean, forget about those mistakes. Now, RockChalk, that's going to be a 13 slide. Oh, 12-7. Commentator not exactly recognizing slides.
It's hard, honestly. I mean, like a 12.6 barely looks that different from a 12.8 or 12.9, in my opinion. Sometimes I have a slide and I'm like, I have no idea.
I typically watch for what the timer's at whenever they make contact with that wall on the bottom of the slide. Typically, if it's before a 10, it's like a 12-7, 12-6, but in that case, it was easily a 10 when he hit that wall, and you know, commentator just not getting lucky enough, but RockChalk getting lucky with those twins. You know, very nice flying here, smooth arcs, very nice, just barely nicking those last hitboxes. Of course, being such an early 3D game, the hitboxes don't exactly correspond with those coins, but that's okay. We know where they're at anyway.
I feel like the coins are actually fine. I think it might just be Mario. Like Mario, when he's flying, he's a very large hitbox above him. Below him, not so much, but that's a missed pair from SomeBro. Gonna have to wrap back around and losing even more time over RockChalk. But again, like you said, you can't get too stressed out. You just gotta realize, you know, it's okay. This happens, and move on. Because especially going into the dark world, you don't want to be shaky. You don't want to be upset. You want to be calm.
Right, especially if you're going for one of those faster cycles. I mean, it's the last thing you want is for your nerves to affect your gameplay at all.
Yeah, SomeBro going for the triple jump, flying into that star. That was interesting.
Surely was something.
RockChalk making it happen, making the moves that need to be made here in Dark World, grabbing these coins. It's looking pretty good. Pretty clean.
I have always found it slightly strange, too, how the coins are like a spinning 2D texture on that 3D space.
They made it work. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Thankfully, they don't lag too much. They do cause a little bit of lag, but only if you got a whole bunch of them.
I mean, just imagine if they tried to render them as actual 3D objects. Ugh, God.
Too much sauce.
Way too much sauce there.
You can think of the Nintendo 64 as a saucepan, if that helps to visualize what's going on, and everything that is rendered adds more into the pan, and then once the sauce starts spilling over the top, that's when lag occurs. This has been my presentation on lag and sauce analogies. SomeBro looking like a normal cycle there for him. Okay, and he
Getting
is
that
looking,
zap.
it's looking a little shaky. Go ahead.
Yeah, he got that zap, meanwhile, simply demonstrating that comp sci degree he's about to be earning. You know, good stuff, saucepan sauce analogy.
It works. I actually had no idea where I was going with that that analogy, but I found my way quite well, so I am happy about that. Sometimes that's not how it goes, though. Sometimes you start saying something, and you have no idea where it's going, and you don't find where it's going, and you just have to hope that somebody cuts you off, or something happens to force you to be cut off.
Exactly, but with a game like this, you don't really have to wait too long for something to happen. I mean,
It's true.
I was talking about starting cults earlier, and suddenly we were in TikTok clock. It all works out in the end.
This is true. I was there.
Now we see Sombro finishing up his Dark World while RockChalk getting that sky jump. So RockChalk with a no,
Okay.
not that bonk on the marble.
Not the
Jeez.
marble, no.
I mean that's probably one of the most expensive parts of this castle. You know, they got a basic red shag carpet, checkerboard tile, but those marble pillars everywhere. I mean, they spared no expense on the support beams.
Yeah, and Mario, clearly a pretty hard boy. Uh-oh, RockChalk taking a fall. Wall kicks will possibly work. Not that time. Not getting it to connect.
Not only do they not work, they will kill you in this case. Very, very bad luck for RockChalk, but with as substantial of a lead as he has, it's something that he can fortunately afford, at least for the moment. Let's see this second attempt, and it's good. Not even really dealing with wall kicks, it looks like. Doesn't trust them anymore. I don't blame him at all.
Now can Sombro make it happen? Because, this is a small opening for him. And we have apparently hit 10,000 followers. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support and love and clocks. Okay, RockChalk repping the double jump, but setting the penguin down in front of the mama and then dropping it. Unfortunately, not going to be saving that cheeky little time. That is an awesome strat, though. Shoutouts to RockChalk for, staying up to date on the newest technology. I absolutely love that strat. I think it's really cool. But, gotta be careful.
Absolutely. I mean, you can never be too careful on some of these jumps. And with that penguin, I mean, you have to always remind yourself, this is really like the first true 3D platformer. Forget about Bubsy, it doesn't count. I mean, there were some things that just were a bit clunky, and the detection of that penguin right there is kind of one of them sometimes.
Yeah. It's the charm, I guess. A little bit of charisma points. The quirkiness, I guess.
But of course, I mean, if it weren't that way, would we be watching this, commentating it right now, let's see, 22 years after release? Is that how time works?
That sounds about right. 1996. The math checks out. Sombro with a huge dive, taking big fall damage. Slices of pie in his container.
Just getting caught on that lip right there. Jeez, he's getting... Oh, man, couldn't even get any sort of moonwalk from either of these guys. But Sombro just keeps taking so many of these just bad bonks in the worst places.
Yeah, I think he's nervous. I mean, we did not have an opportunity there for a pre-interview, but I would assume that he's a little bit nervous. I don't know if Sombro has been in many of these GSA tournaments, but RockChalk he's been around the block chalk, if you will. So, it's not necessarily new territory for him, so I think he has an advantage there on top of the fact that his PB also provides him with an advantage. Sombro going for the blue coin switch. Very interesting. And getting a nice invisible there. So that's a lot of coins. He actually needs to be careful going down the slide because there's a sweet spot. You don't want to have 105 coins because if you do, then the star is going to be way up the slope. It's going to be a mess. But RockChalk fighting booze. Ghost Buster. Can he bust him?
I mean, at the end of the day, Busta makes him feel good, so he's definitely going to be making that effort.
Okay, and that might be why Sombro went for the blue coin switch, or maybe that's his strat. Wow, he is missing a lot of coins, but I think he's actually pretty good.
It looks about like it.
Oh,
yeah, 81 right there.
More. He's got so many coins.
He definitely knows himself on this slide, that is for sure.
I mean, I think that's more impressive than doing the slide without missing any coins. Is missing just enough to get 100 with having that many extra coins. Sombro almost making it harder on himself, but better than under.
Absolutely, just absolutely.
And RockChalk swiftly making it out of Big Boo's haunt. Nimble movements right here, but it's time to get serious. It's time to grow a beard. Or shave it off. Do something manly because we're heading into basement and this is where, it gets real.
This is where boys become men, and men become just battle-scarred old men with PTSD. I mean, when you have sand, sand, land, 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 just right together, back to back. It's rough.
Those are the official names of the stages: Sand, 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 and Land, 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 I do believe. SomeBro, not really sure what's going through his brain while kicking off the complete opposite wall, going in the complete opposite direction that he wanted to go. Not really sure what's going through his head right now. Might be a little bit dazed and confused going through the right door. That's going to cost him some free time. Fun fact, if you open the right door in a two-door scenario, you lose a little bit of time. You want to open that left door, and RockChalk with the Tama Blast. It is so beautiful, and he is clipping through the pyramid.
Man, that was the fastest pillarless I have seen today. And I've seen a few today. Wow.
Yeah, RockChalk, you know, it just goes to show that if you really want it, you can get it. And RockChalk has put a lot of time into grinding Tama Pillarless. And I think we're actually going to see a second one for secrets here, so let's check it out. Oh, okay.
With that bomb just blowing up right in his face. It looked so promising, too. SomeBro just keeps on opening those right-hand doors. I guess he just does not know about that free time save.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know about that for a while. I mean, it makes sense. At first, I was like, that makes no sense. But when you open the right door, Mario pulls it open, as opposed to the left door, he pushes it open. And I guess that animation is quicker. RockChalk with the big bomb. It's looking good. No problems here.
Good.
Kaboom. He is through. Easy money. RockChalk making quick work of the two pillarlesses, which, you know, that's pretty huge, honestly. Basement, that's got to be the hardest part of 70-star basement with the route that RockChalk's doing, I would say.
No doubt whatsoever. Now, by doing the double pillarless, what does that let him avoid later on?
Let's see. Double pillarless. You skip doing the penguin race in Cool Cool Mountain, and I think that's how you make up for it. Chat, I would like chat to correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure that's the whole point. RockChalk, though, not able to do Talon Star, and he already got top of the pyramid, so he's going to have to do a weird Talon backup. And he slides down!
Barely remaining on that platform there. Just going to go ahead and go on top of this pillar. I mean, Shigeru's Sacrificial Lamb can be a very volatile stage, as we've seen right here with this Talon grab.
Yeah, I mean, RockChalk had some bright, shining moments, but there was also some other moments that were a little bit spicy there. Arguably Wing Ching level. Blazing.
Ooh. Now, do you think that face on Lethal Lava Land's painting is an accurate representation of those wings you just ate?
If they had a face, yes. 100%. They are up to no good. Oh, it's SomeBro undershooting the star. Just a smidgen. Can't get the pound.
That is definitely a nefarious ground pound there. I mean, that just looked pure evil. Just barely away from that star.
Ooh, okay, RockChalk, I see you. The cutest, tiniest little, just the most beautiful ground pound you ever saw underneath a star. RockChalk, looking cute out here. Kawaii, even.
Ooh. Simply pulling out those, I'm not even sure what to call that, but yes.
I just think anime when I use a word like that. I don't know where it comes from or if it translates to anything. I'm not really sure. Again, chat, you know, here to catch me when I fall, but RockChalk with the triple kill.
And I mean, at the end of the day, we're American. It's our job to take from other cultures without fully understanding.
And we got Punkation, the professional weeb master, in chat saying that kawaii means cute in Japanese. So, for all those out there wondering, Punke is the man. Thank you very much, Punke.
Which RockChalk with that triple kill, while Punke referring to us as idiots for not quite knowing that kawaii means cute. Now, guess who? Why?
And now we're going full anime here in the commentary booth. Might have to get a body pillow for the studio.
I mean, this is a Japanese game, you know. It's a bit appropriate.
I mean, I guess. But I just want to point out the fact that RockChalk just did the updated wing cap movement there. RockChalk, honestly, he's looking really promising in general as a player. And as leagues approach in this upcoming winter, I feel like RockChalk might be up there one of the top players. He continues to improve his game, honing his craft, practicing the new strats, staying diligent. That's how you stay fresh, young, dexterous in the community. As soon as you stop updating your strats, you stop practicing, you kind of start turning into an old rickety man, a bit of a dinosaur.
Exactly. You just
Collecting
cannot let
dust.
yourself stagnate. And the more strats you learn, ultimately, the more backups you have for any given thing.
I suppose.
Ooh, and RockChalk failing Lava Boost. Gonna have to, barely landing back on top of those rocks. He's just opting to go right up the casual way. No harm, no foul. Definitely could not have taken the elevator, unfortunately. I mean, that Lava Boost is rough to miss, honestly.
Yeah, that is a little bit rough. RockChalk might need to go back to the drawing board, practice it up. SomeBro definitely going to be cashing in on that. Cashing in on a couple of these mistakes, honestly. RockChalk still rocking the lead, chalking it up to his hot strats. Commentator with clever play on words on RockChalk's name. Very proud of it. Had to call himself out.
Ba-dum.
And SomeBro with a nice big boldy.
All right, so RockChalk re-entering that volcano. Going to be going for that elevator now. Let's see if this fares better for him overall.
Nice. Ooh, SomeBro with the speed. Whoa, very far left here and flying over the fence. That was, I mean, he got the star, but he definitely, took his time. RockChalk with the most ambiguous jump dive. Straight into the wall. Ambitious, even.
That was just rough to see, honestly.
I don't know what he was going for there, honestly, but, I mean, if it works for him.
Yeah, whatever works for you. Don't mock it till you try it, and all those other similar sayings that are just used by people to justify strange behavior, but no harm, no foul.
Indeed. SomeBro now done with Lethal Lava Land. Will he also be rocking Hazy Maze Cave late? No, he will not. So we won't really know what the dealio is until both of these players head on up to Tippy.
Exactly right. We can get somewhat of an idea if we keep track of exactly how SomeBro's HMC goes. So he's going to be going into HMC at 23:32. Let's see when he comes out. And more importantly, let's just watch and see what exactly happens to him here. Either going for Amazing Emergency Exit or that triple box jump. Okay, triple box jump first. That's pretty standard overall for these guys. And very clean. Nice avoidance of that kill plane. Let's see when he dives. Okay, opting for a safer dive, but that's fine. So, okay, triple box jump went really well for him so far. Let's see how the rest goes. Meanwhile, RockChalk going into the sub.
Yeah, unbelievable, world-class swimming coming from RockChalk, not dropping a stroke.
Not at all.
Crisp like a Pringle out here. And SomeBro as well. Okay, never mind. Let me just... Wait, but he's gonna... Oh,
no!
The assassin! Oh, my goodness!
The Scuttlebug gets its revenge. Somebody clip that. Oh, my God. This time, the Scuttlebug lowered Mario, not the other way around.
Trying to save himself, SomeBro. Could not happen. Scuttlebug wanting him dead and banished from his land, taking him out in cold blood.
Man, I have never seen that.
Yeah, that bodied indeed. That was, oh my goodness.
So SomeBro going for the TTC 100 skip. Honestly, I'm not too sure how much I can support this. I mean, Stomp on the Thwomp by itself is just kind of weird, generally.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's personally how I feel, but I can understand where he's coming from. It really depends on your background with the star. Might want to put more time into it. Might be playing it safe. Maybe knows how to do it, but just doesn't feel as comfortable going for it.
Very true.
Chalk and Fire Sea. Can he get Lava Boost early? SomeBro really needed to taking out the Scuttlebug, getting his revenge. But, make love, not war, is a popular phrase, and for good reason. Hatred never wins. Uh-oh, that angle for RockChalk, not allowing him to wall kick, will not be able to make the cycle, and he is having a bit of a meltdown on that elevator, struggling a bit.
having to ride the elevator about 3/4 of the way up or so. That's gonna cost him.
Yeah, and he gets the red, but will not be able to make it up there, unfortunately.
So he is saving a slight amount of time since he's able to get that red earlier, but as you said, not able to make that full early cycle at all, wasting some time. This is something that SomeBro could save time on. And that zap there. Let's see. Okay, avoiding that later burn at least, but overall has not been a great fire seat for RockChalk. We'll see how SomeBro handles it.
Yeah, that is actually pretty big. I would imagine SomeBro knows how to do at least early cycle. I don't know if I would expect him to be able to pull up a lava boost, but certainly an early cycle, I would expect. And that would save some pretty good time. Boulder's treating them pretty nice. Not going to be hunting them down. Is not a piece of toast, so they don't need to annihilate him, apparently, and getting up there.
Exactly right. Getting that star with just a few more A presses than some people might be used to, but that's okay.
RockChalk winding up.
Nice execution there. So SomeBro's going into his own fire seat. It took him about 3.5 minutes to get through HMC. Kind of keep that number in the back of your head for whenever RockChalk gets there so that we can maybe kind of compare the lead a little bit. But, you know, SomeBro with that death in HMC definitely going to cost him a pretty penny. And, I mean, if he doesn't do as good as RockChalk in Fire Sea and the just dire docks, I mean, this could be, you know, this could be the moment that RockChalk actually kind of really takes it ultimately.
Yeah, RockChalk is poised. He's in, I mean, despite the Fire Sea, he's in a good position. SomeBro trying to hit these chests from the back, but will only open up if you come at them from the front, at least somewhat. Might not know that, though. That was also something that took me a little bit to figure out. Just weird little things like that. RockChalk right after the bat, not getting that coin from the Skeeter, but I think he'll be able to get it on his run back. Oh, flipping the camera. It's uncomfortable. And picking it up. That's good stuff.
Nice late crowd. Let's see how SomeBro ends up handling the sub himself. I don't think I actually saw. Did you notice what substrat RockChalk went for?
It looked like a back of the sub.
It sounds about right.
Straight coin for
one
RockChalk.
coin there. He can afford that though. That last line does have, I believe, 1 extra coin. So long as he gets good RNG from the rest of these coins here. Okay, avoiding that zapper. That blind turn back there can be kind of hard to actually make sure you're maneuvering yourself properly.
Yeah, RockChalk masterfully navigating here through this wet, dry world 100. Brilliant stuff coming from his fingertips onto the buttons to ultimately produce beautiful gameplay. SomeBro on the back. That angle, not good. He is in the water. Taking a dip.
Oh, man. This is not some time that he needed to be losing.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. You know, trying to go... That I feel like that's a case of trying to go too fast. You don't want to go so fast that you're messing up your angles and actually losing more time than if you just, you know, took the extra half a second to make sure you've got your setup.
Absolutely. And I mean, slow and steady wins the race. And I mean, for a speed run, you definitely want to go really fast, but it's those little things like just taking that extra, you know, fraction of a second to just verify your setup is correct that can really make a lot of difference in races like these. RockChalk having some problems.
Yeah, trying to go for that triple jump wall kick, and like we were just saying, if he took maybe an extra half a second to tune that, he would have been at the right frequency, but missing the frequency could use an equalizer to perhaps bring out what he was looking for.
It potentially needs a better digital to analog converter, maybe a better headphone setup with a hybrid vacuum tube amplifier. Just really needs to go into the pure hi-fi realm.
Yeah, could potentially use a hyper thruster nitro boosting mechanism to clamp
okay,
onto
look,
his...
I was using real words.
The RockChalk, though, missing the triple jump wall kick in the worst way possible. Will he go for it again? He's got some bones to pick. The bone has been picked. Getting it second try. SomeBro landing lava boost early. Ellie's shutting the commentator up. Didn't think he could do it, but making it happen. That's actually quite big, and I don't know, man. I think with the mistakes we're seeing from RockChalk, I wouldn't be surprised if SomeBro is actually in a pretty decent position right now. compared to
No
Rock.
kidding. I mean, he is currently, let's see, it's about to be 2 stars ahead. Granted, he has done HMC, which RockChalk has yet to do, which had very quick stage, but I mean, man, this is wild.
I wasn't ready for that. I really wasn't. I saw he had a 52, and I was like, okay, I feel like at 52, maybe you don't quite have that down yet, but SomeBro showing up.
Absolutely. I'm wondering what strats of his maybe resulted in that 52, or maybe even if he just hasn't gotten that good PB yet that really showcases his talent.
It's possible. His PB, if I recall correctly, is less than a month old. And I mean, sometimes players will be actively going for that hot personal best and be months behind, but no, it's a swing and a miss.
Oh, that camera zoom. He is definitely frustrated. Bowser
Yeah.
having to just test to make sure the platform is, able to tilt just a little bit if he wants it to. I mean, he gets that short throw, but man, that is such a rough miss. RockChalk with a very clean secrets in THI, though. Having to get that ledge grab, that is okay. How much time does that lose compared to the smash fall?
I want to say 2 seconds.
Yeah, not
That's-
super substantial.
Yeah, it's like 1 second to get up the ledge and then like another to walk towards the star. But just kind of spitballing here. RockChalk in the huge island again. It begs the question: is Mario tiny here and he's big in the tiny island, or is the island actually shrinking and growing? It's impossible to know.
Well, I wonder if we could take a page out of Majora's Mask. The Giant's Mask lets you grow in the Twin Mold Arena, and in the game itself, the arena gets smaller. You do not actually grow bigger. So, could be what's happening here. Commentator, also not exactly sure how the Mario lore would fit in, but technologically speaking, we could be seeing a shrinking and growing island.
Interesting. Well, RockChalk murdering these piranhas. Incredible.
You know what? I wish I knew how to pluck up plants when, with my feet, just with my legs. Puncation questioning why commentators know things about games other than SM64. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I mean, you'd think that we only know about Super Mario 64, but in order to be a well-cultured human being, you gotta sample the tray. And there's a huge tray of flavors out there.
Yeah, I mean, if all you know is breathing in SM64, you're not exactly in the most prime position to be commentating. Let's see, SomeBro. Okay, I was afraid he was gonna go for the cheese throw on that Chuckya for a moment.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. Cheese wiling out earlier. I don't know if you guys caught it, but he threw the Chuckya at the most absurd angle, and of course, lost a lot of coins because of it. RockChalk with the double wall kick. He's up there. SomeBro wrapping up 100 plus secrets. It's pretty magnificent gameplay we're seeing here thus far. I haven't seen anything too nasty. Some nice backups here and there. Not world class, outlandish things happening, but sufficient.
Absolutely. It seems SomeBro kind of lost a bit of time in Wet Dry World, maybe just due to the slower stars here, because THI does have a couple of very quick stars. But, we're seeing a pretty close race, especially keeping in mind, RockChalk going for that HMC late route. I mean, it's hard to tell until we get into Tippy, but we're heading there.
Yeah,
RockChalk almost finishing with Tall Tall Mountain. We've got Snowman's Land, just a handful of stars there, and then we're going down to HMC late, and then we'll know what's going on.
Yeah, and there's a couple things to note, right? SomeBro got the extra star in Hazy Maze Cave. Oh no, SomeBro taking a swim. Unfortunate. Soaking it up. He did get the extra star in Hazy Maze Cave, which means that he will not be doing TikTok clock. Oh, the triple jump dive. You rarely see that strat. SomeBro busting it out. Big-brained moves happening here from this beautiful man.
Pull out those 200 IQ emotes, chat.
Man, I don't know if that's... I think 200 IQ might be... Actually, 200 IQ sounds about it. I don't want to blow up his brain too much. RockChalk with the cheeky little mushroom dive. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I think... Oh, but RockChalk, though, with the bonk. Can he recover well? Nice. See, that's what I like to see. RockChalk recovering very well. Not losing his mind. Not letting the bowl of salts just drop and flop all over the place, keeping it contained. Maybe a drop or two, a splash, but not a whole boatload of sauce.
Exactly. And I mean, if you're gonna mess up any part of that red coin route, that's really the point to do it. You just fall to that next platform below, you pick yourself back up, dust your feet off, and just go. I mean, you miss one of those mushroom coins, you're dead. Just straight up.
Yeah, it can get very awkward very quickly. Okay, and SomeBro taking us back in time to simpler days. One of the, more simpler secret strats. You very rarely see this in Tiny Huge Island, but very safe, very hard to mess up, and SomeBro executing it so well, just immaculate.
Can't say I've ever seen that route. It's interesting how SomeBro knows how to do things like Lava Boost and then goes with these type of strats on THI. While, RockChalk missing the head. Oh, this has given so many players so many problems. Fortunately, getting that backup though. But I mean, missing that head, that costs you some time, easy.
Definitely. And again, RockChalk, he's so good at just cleaning it up. You'd think he's a janitor. I mean, as soon as it starts to get a little messy, he gets his act together, does what he needs to do, dusts it off his shoulder, and keeps moving. You gotta respect it.
Absolutely. Now, let's see how he handles. Okay. Pretty handily grabbing that star there, not having any issues with that slope. Now we're seeing SomeBro entering his own tall mountain. In a moment, he still has to pluck some piranhas. Commentator not quite remembering that there is a weed problem in Tiny Huge Island that Mario needs to take care of with kicking.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the kicking is our choice. These plants are kind of a joke. Like, they're huge. They spit fire. They look menacing, but they're one shot to kill. They get killed by basically anything. Kind of a joke. But SomeBro, popping off, taking them down.
I keep wishing I could kill plants by punching them or slide kicking into them. It would make my life so much easier.
Do you have to kill plants often?
I mean, not often, but when I do, I'd like to have options.
That would be nice. Maybe down the line, I don't know. Maybe video games are the future. We look back at games like Mario 64 and think, okay, what do we need to be able to slide kick the weeds in my garden in real life? And we do it because humans, despite whether it's a stupid request or not, if it's cool, if it sounds lit, innovative, do it. SomeBro clipping RockChalk. We need a bonk counter or something. I mean, yes, he's been pretty well composed, but he has not been able to do it without a couple bonks here and there.
Exactly right. Now, SomeBro making his way up the mountain real handily.
Oh, okay.
Haven't seen that strat for the waterfall star in a while. RockChalk with a nice MIPS grab. Definitely taking advantage of that 1 second time save from HMC late. Ooh, nice clean long jump to get up to that door platform. Not even punching Toad. He's been very, very considerate of Toad throughout this entire run. Very good to see our runners, paying our little guy some good mind. I may have allegedly put forth some conspiracy theories about our little mushroom dude, but ultimately, he's a good guy. He's a cute guy.
He is cute. And he's nice. He gives you a star. You gotta love him. Now, I actually thought... I was looking at this race and I was like, I feel like SomeBro's actually right on RockChalk's tail, but as I'm seeing it now, I feel like RockChalk has a decently sized lead. I mean, 3 more stars in Hazy Maze Cave and he's up to Tippy. SomeBro still needs to do Snowman's Land and a couple stars here in Tall Mountain.
That's definitely the case, but oh no, taking that death, just running too far after the box.
I can't believe that just happened. I saw him blast off and I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna land. And then I looked away and I looked back and a long jump underneath the star. I mean, it's understandable how that happens, but I don't think I've ever seen somebody do that. SomeBro wowing, yeah, correcting there, standing still and going for the ground pound. That's the right move.
Man. Meanwhile, RockChalk, buying his Christmas presents early, he bought them even before Black Friday, and it shows with that miracle he gets to go into that long jump room. And you know, you definitely have to feel a bit for SomeBro right now. He's in one of the harder stages, especially when you disregard Tippy, and he's about to have to go into another really difficult situation. I mean, you know, it's tough to be in his position at this moment.
Definitely. But doing what he can, making the plays that he can, hopping around, not quite sure what he's doing, appears to be lost in the matrix, but wow, that was kind of hype. Getting back up to that top platform, coming on down with a cute little single jump. That'll do. That'll do.
So let's see, RockChalk. Ooh, RockChalk with the Toast Rider RNG, it seems, but narrowly avoiding them, nimbly avoiding them. Some bro you didn't know, going for that breeze.
Ooh, I thought he was about to get swiped by that chunky.
Same here. That was really close.
And speaking of getting swiped, right now, you could swipe, potentially, some dollar bills, y'all, at vi.gg if you are not a part of the US and of legal age. Exclamation point bet. You can check it out. They cover your first bet. Shout outs to them. They are also sponsoring the Super Mario 64 70-star tournament, Super Metroid 90% tournament, and Super Mario Odyssey 80% tournament. Thank you very much, Vi.
Thank you, Vi. Here comes the money!
Hey, must be the money! Awkward silence. All right, RockChalk, Lakitu bounce time.
Yeah, very, very nice Lakitu minute there, it seems. Let's see if he grabs his pole. Having a bit of a seizure on the pole.
Oh my goodness, I don't know why he went Mario Cam there, RockChalk. Things not quite falling in place for him on the pole. And a ledge grab. Appears to be, you know, suckling on some eggs here. But not too hard. A light suck on the Lakitu bounce.
SomeBro going for Snowman's Land Reds. He may actually be attempting to completely bypass TTC 100 and Stomp on the Thwomp. Because he did get an extra star earlier, right? I believe he did.
Well, I think this is because he's not getting MIPS, right? He's not going to go and get MIPS too.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You speak the true.
Tro. Uh-oh. Level 2 bomb.
No.
Powering up here. Not the right way, though.
Okay, right. Nice get up with that side flip there.
Oh. Some rickety movements from Mr. Chalk19 of Blue Esports in the red coin maze. Not too shabby, though.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh no, SomeBro getting that ground pound. I mean, he was so close to the painting too. Okay, RockChalk with that camera flip before the wall jump still worked out for him, but he's not quite getting up to that wooden platform. Gonna end up having to go for swinging in the breeze as an alternate while SomeBro enters that deep freeze, about to be submerging that bully, and he'll be joining RockChalk and Tippy. RockChalk going for the flamethrower jump. This is a pretty nice strat here.
Yeah, thankfully RockChalk did not already have swinging in the breeze, so he was able to use that as a backup. But if he slips up again here on tricky triangles, then it's going to be a little bit of a tricky situation, if you catch my drift. SomeBro taking out that ice bully. I'm going to get the second ground pound, but, you know, it works out.
I can already visualize chat pulling out their ha-has. But, I mean, I thought it was a good pun. I support you. Oh, but those tricky triangles proving why they are named as so. I mean, he didn't even really get to the worst part, honestly. Whenever you have to do that dive in between that middle one and the one right above it that you have to jump onto to get to the star, I mean, that's a really tight gap. And that's usually where we see players end up missing. But no, RockChalk decides he's going to find a little bit more of a creative way to do it.
Yeah, now RockChalk in the clock. Can we get some clocks for TikTok clock, please? This bomb antagonizing him.
Not a great start to the clock, but we'll see if this can turn around.
It seems as though the Mushroom Kingdom is turning its back on Mario. I mean, after all these years of abuse, they finally seem to form together a union, perhaps, and they're doing something about it. As we saw with the Scuttlebug assassinating SomeBro in Hazy Maze Cave, and RockChalk, you know, almost dying from that bomb. Getting blown up, but no ledge grab for RockChalk. This can be an uncomfortable backup, but again, RockChalk, big brain. He is just the backup guy. It's in his DNA. He was made for it. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to just not make a mistake, but you barely notice that he's making mistakes. RockChalk able to clean it right back up.
And that's really what matters a lot in these races. I mean, you can't reasonably expect yourself to not make any mistakes. And so being able to recover really well, I mean, that's really important for a race. Getting that nice 100 coin, gonna go ahead and stomp on the thwomp himself. So we got him in about a 3-star lead at the moment. SomeBroYouDontKnow is gonna be leaving Rainbow Ride soon. I mean, it is going to obviously take some pretty big mistakes from RockChalk for SomeBro to really catch him, but, you know, I still don't think it's outside the realm of possibility, ultimately. Ooh, that bonk, though, makes it a little bit closer.
Oh, that long jump was way too early. The thing about that is you got to wait for Mario to reach his full speed, and it's hard to tell when you're running into the corner like that. SomeBro now realizing RockChalk denied. The cog has no room for ledge grabs. Getting deflected and popped off into the abyss. Rip.
And SomeBro getting that fire hop too. I mean, it's still amazing me these really difficult strats that SomeBro is able to go for and nail, and then these really safe ones that he's using elsewhere. It's a little bit mismatched ultimately.
Yeah, and decided to change up his strategy, instead going for time jumps on moving bars. Doesn't want to deal with the moving clock. Beautiful firstie. Not as much of a beautiful firstie, but SomeBro landed on the fly guy to avoid death. And a backflip on the pole. All right, this is the plan. This is what's happening. SomeBro on a mission to get this long jump. And playing it a little bit safer, going on the right side. I can support that.
Yeah. I mean, just a little bit slower, but a lot faster than missing it entirely. Okay, taking that burn really well. But is he able... Okay, he's able to get up those triangles pretty handily. RockChalk getting inside that cage.
Yeah, RockChalk making moves here in TikTok Clock, and SomeBro will be joining him shortly. Doesn't need to worry about TikTok Clock 100. Beautiful bonk. I don't say that often, but that was a beautiful bonk. Right into TikTok Clock. Right as time strikes, not moving. What's the play?
Okay, nice triple jump there. I think he's probably going for the... Yeah, stomp on the thwomp without 100. So he must have collected one early to skip 100. But I mean, very clean stomp on the thwomp without 100.
Oh man, that was nice. That's about as good as it's gonna get. I feel like, obviously there's some minor things. Okay, and now it's gonna get interesting. RockChalk having some trouble with these time-moving strats. Can he maneuver through the clock as it's ticking? Okay, that masterful kick there to adjust for the moving thing.
Okay, let's see. Get it. He managed to get a hand very handily. Going to be going back in for the reds. You know, I don't see a whole lot of room for him to mess up on the reds, but if his performance so far has been any indication, he might be able to pull something out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's banking on a RockChalk mistake, but RockChalk has shown that he's been a little bit shaky in this TikTok Clock. You know, for the most part, he's been really good on his backups, but it's a little bit harder in TikTok Clock to back some things up. But these reds are off to a great start for RockChalk. Nice.
Super clean. Roll into the cage going decently for SomeBro, but I mean, he's still got 3 stars to collect, and RockChalk is going to be making his way up to the sky momentarily after he talks to Toad. For some reason, Commentator was about to say talks to Cheese. Shoutouts to Cheese in the chat, but I don't believe he's actually in this game to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, Cheese, you know, sometimes you can think that he's Mario with his immaculate impressions, but definitely not in the game. Commentator might need to get his head in the game, because we've got some games.
Exactly. We
SomeBro.
really...
I don't know what to think about SomeBro, because some of his strats, and somebody brought it up in chat earlier, some of his strats are like 50 level strats, like a player that would have a 50 or 49, and then other strats like that, you know, a lot more relaxed. Just hasn't got around to updating them yet. You know, keeps it toned down for some of them.
Okay, so RockChalk with a nice sky so far. Pretty clean execution. We see Bro going for his reds a tad early. I mean, makes sense, honestly.
Ooh, RockChalk wanted to go for the moving left side, but grabbing the
Ooh,
ledge
failing
on
left
boom
side.
slide.
Oh, man. Okay. Barely managing to stay on
Slipping.
at the base of the stairs. Okay,
All
he's
right.
got his jumps down now. Climbing back up. This may be the bit of an opening that SomeBro might need. Let's see if he tries to go for one of the side. He's going for that left side again, and oh, barely getting the ledge grab that time.
We're gonna have to ride this around. No problem though. And RockChalk will be heading into the pipe. SomeBro about to wrap up TikTok clock. Does still need Toad. It is looking like RockChalk will be swiping the victory with a low 52.
Absolutely. I mean, stellar performance from both of these guys, but some of those deaths that SomeBro took, I mean, that's what I think really cost him. More so than some of those slower strats. You know, those, I believe Siglemic, or one of the big players once said, strats save you seconds, movement saves you minutes. And I mean, in the case of SomeBro, you know, those relaxed strats are losing him time, but really it's those deaths that are losing him time. But what's losing RockChalk time right now is all these missed throws. He's on that third throw and just can't seem to clench it. Okay, this throw is dead on, though. Thank you so much for playing my game.
Spot on impression from the co-commentator. I feel like I'm really in there. RockChalk wrapping it up with a mid 52. SomeBro also in Sky. Yeah, you know, SomeBro, honestly playing better for his PB than RockChalk. RockChalk with a low 52, I believe, and SomeBro with a 52, and gonna be possibly nailing himself a 53. So definitely shout outs big time to both players coming out, doing their thing.
See,
RockChalk has a high 50 actually. Okay.
Oh, SomeBro taking that fall there, but that was an archetypical example of what we're talking about. He was going for moving right side. I mean, a player with his PB, I wouldn't even really think he'd go for moving left side.
Yeah. Well, I could see him moving left at 52, but yeah, right side definitely, you know, balls of steel. And getting it to go on the second try, not too shabby at all.
Okay, nice long jump, ledge grabbing. Okay, Goomba just narrowly avoiding him. So he's going into his own Bowser fight. Let's see how he handles it. Maybe a 3 throw.
Yeah, here we go, grabbing the tail. He's winding it up. Kaboom. One.
Nice accuracy, landing him right on top of there. Oh, but that one just a little wide left. Did not pay for the upgraded range on these bombs, so not going to give it to him, unfortunately.
Oh, nice regrab from SomeBro.
And a very nice throw.
Some throw. Let's go. Okay, 50 foe. Not too shabby.
Just
wrapping it up.
Just beautiful. I mean, GG's to both of these racers. Unfortunately, we do not have enough time for post-race interviews, but man, what a race. We've seen scuttlebug assassinations. We've seen all sorts of just insane deaths, missed strats. But I mean, at the end of the day, RockChalk coming through with a mid 52, SomeBro mid 54. Great performance by both runners. GG's. And one last time, shout outs to our sponsor, Vi.gg. Remember that we have a couple more races tonight, including a triple bingo following this race. So stay tuned for that. But I mean, this tournament, the SMO Any Percent tournament and the Super Metroid tournament would not be possible without Vi.gg sponsorship. One last time, that is !bet in the chat to get more information about them and their promo. Now, simply, it's been a pleasure as always.
Indeed. And we got more content coming right up. It'll be me and Pitt commentating the triple bingo match that you are about to witness. So get your popcorn, get your jammies on, whatever you need, and we will catch you guys on the flippity flip. Thank you so much, Electric. It has been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you, Simply. And I'll be signing off today. This is my last of multiple commentaries. It's been great to commentate for you guys. I hope that you've been enjoying this as much as I have, and I'll be definitely sticking around in the stream. So hope to see you on that next stream, but if not, have a great one.